Good morning, everyone. I'm here with the daily read, and today we have the 777 angel music on, and we're going to do some dragon, angel, unicorn energy, see what comes out. And we're going to start today with fire signs. So I will pull, what am I going to pull? I think I'm going to pull the Wild Unknown and the Diana Cooper's Dragon for the overall energy, and then do the color cards, these and this tarot, for the individual signs. I do want to mention, if you have any desire to work with me individually or get more guidance, I'm on TikTok, Patreon, and Fiverr, and those links are down below. So let's get the overall guidance for fire signs here and see what the energies are that we're working with. We are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, and coming up upon this 19th tomorrow, it's going to be some intense energies. So my recommendation is that you really just focus on yourself. Keep to yourself in terms of your energy. Well, those are beautiful cards. The dark blue galactic dragon. And I'm saying keep to yourself, and these are, really blue cards, really indicating the throat chakra, but these are talking more about universal energies coming through you and you accessing your master blueprint, cosmic wisdom, and higher service. So, and then the dragonfly for me, of course, is a divine masculine symbol. And then also one of these animals that lives both in water and air. So could really be becoming more adept at traversing the different elements. The dragon is an air creature, but also an earth creature who breathes fire. This particular dragon is holding a bag of stardust, indicating that they know their interstellar origins. All right, I'm gonna get started here with Aries. Hi, Aries. All right, interesting. I kind of get the sense that you're both holding back a little bit. This is some mirrored energy. There's a lot of fire coming through. You have the 2, 3, and the 7 of Wands. You both have pentacles, and then you have this justice, this desire for fairness, equality, and balance. You may feel that the way that they have treated you in regards to this relationship may not have been fair in the past, and this is part of the spiritual test, is for you to feel this wholeness and abundance within yourself and not have someone else provide it to you. Interestingly enough, you're both getting these cards that indicate being your true, authentic, unique selves, individuality. They could be married or getting out of a marriage. You could be married and, choosing to stay in a marriage. This could indicate one of you wanting it and one of you not wanting it right now, or at least not planning for it right now. Also part of your spiritual test. And, the angels really want you to connect to this galactic center, this cosmic diamond. And wait for your person to come to you with their own truth, and not just be patient right now is what they're saying. You're in the Four of Pentacles for a reason, so just wait. Hi, Leo. All right, so your person doesn't want to get hurt again. And it's such a big feeling for them that it's causing them to go away from you. You are done waiting, it looks like, and you want this to either, come back to life and be more fair and balanced, or shift into something that's more acknowledged and understood. There are two cards, pretty heavy cards here, of resurrection and transformation, which implies going through a metaphorical death and rebirth. Even though we don't have the literal death card here, the butterfly spirit for me is this 11 card. It is a spiritual transformation card. The butterfly has the crown on it. And you have also an 11 card with the 56. It's spider spirit, make your dreams real. So you are hoping that this dream, the dreams you've been holding in your heart and possibly been working towards, will accelerate. They will have a resurrection. And this hangman energy, I feel like you've been forced into this hangman energy, and it will come back to life and transform into something more spiritual, more balanced. It's not over, is what the cards are saying. You can expect some flirtation and movement. However, your person is afraid of getting hurt, and at this time is facing away from you. So they do have their cup in their hand. However, they are not coming towards you right now. They're thinking more about maneuvering so they don't sustain these injuries that they've sustained in the past. And it's up to you to kind of, be in your energy to make them understand that you're not going to hurt them again. All right. Hi, Sagittarius. Ooh, wow. Well, isn't that interesting? Your person is in denial, and I think you're in a bit of denial too about the intensity and complexity of this relationship. So there is this point that you're coming to or have come to, that it's a merging of the past, present, and future, where it's going to be up to you to fully integrate yourself as ready for a new cycle. Yes, there is divine planning here, but it is you that this cycle is waiting on. You have not quite integrated all of the healing that needed to take place, and your person is waiting for this cycle to end and the new cycle to begin. That doesn't mean they're ahead of you, because you're the one in the higher vibration. However, they may have accepted more of, they may have been able to voice more of what needed to be voiced, or acknowledge more of their feelings than you did. Just know that this is a protected situation, and you can take your time, as much time as you need, actually moving into this new cycle with gratitude and grace. Okay, so that is that. Thank you, Sagittarius, for being here, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I really appreciate it. Hi, air signs. How are you today? So I am going to pull two overall cards for the air signs. We'll talk about them as I shuffle and distribute the other cards for the individual signs. And right, of the royal blue and gold dragon. Interesting, because fire just got the galactic blue dragon. So this one has a sword in its claw, and a cloak. And the fox. All right. Strengthens you to stand in your power and wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. So the fox, despite having kind of a sneaky reputation, it's a very loyal and intelligent animal. Very dedicated to its family. Very playful and majestic in a way. The royal blue and gold dragon indicates a lot of power and majesty, indicating the third eye and the golden ray of Christ. So integrating a spiritual knowing with a spiritual love, and being dedicated to that. Oh my goodness. Even in public, even in situations where you may be judged. The sword speaks of being able to talk freely about who you are and what you believe. So let's see how these daily messages tie into these two cards. Hi, Gemini. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think Sagittarius got these three cards. You may be dealing with them. Oh my God. Okay. So you are in a very powerful knowing energy and actually doing energy, moving forward and dreaming your world into being. I don't know why my camera's so far over today. Okay. I would expect with these cards that there would be communication between you two, and your person is more in a waiting and knowing energy. Again, there is some, they are trying to move out and away from the fear that this relationship brings in them. You are being able to look at it from a higher perspective. You have an 11 card and they have an 8. You may not be talking, but you may be changing things in your life in terms of really knowing what it is that you want finally, and using all of your gifts, including your psychic gifts, to make this happen. I get even the fact that you're willing to talk about this publicly, or at least with your circle of friends. Your person does seem to be kind of in an energy of waiting for this new cycle to begin, as I think what had happened in the past had brought them quite a bit of pain. And they're also learning to trust their spiritual gifts, okay? So don't, use your intuition to know where to talk about this and who to talk about it with. Libra, hello. Well, those are beautiful cards. You may not be especially in your power at the moment. For whatever reason, you aren't feeling incredibly powerful with your lot in life. Spirit is saying they are with you. Your person, for whatever reason, is just a tiny bit ahead of you in their feelings. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a water or air sign, and you are just not feeling your value. I get the sense that there's not much communication right now. Your person was in a state of being very injured and by love, and probably the past, their history. And I think you came to them with this great healing energy, and maybe it wasn't fully accepted at that time, but now they're understanding and wanting to come back around and really make you feel the value of your love. And I feel like you've been waiting, you've been alone, and you're more focused on just being this workhorse, this person that carries all the things that people don't want to carry. And you do that in a really beautiful way. You know, you do it in a spiritual way, but it isn't allowing you to fully be in your own splendor. So think about that. Think about being dedicated to your own majesty, because your person is going to be coming back around with this Two of Cups and this acknowledgement that they didn't do their healing, but now they are, and they will want to, it will be helpful to you if you are in your Empress energy at that point. So make that a little bit of a priority. Okay, 2104. Hi, Aquarius. Well, well, well. Isn't this interesting? Your person is attached to you. I don't think that they are really showing it to you, because I think they're trying to be in a really stable place. I think they were in a bad place and they're trying to move forward into stability. It may be even by doing like a job, like a day-to-day job, or learning some discipline. The T card to me is like a card of everyday business and also being traditional. And you, I think the conflict around this relationship really kind of did a number on your own happiness and made you reconsider exactly what it is that you want to be and who you are and what you want to be dedicated to. So you have this 11 card, and this butterfly is like the death and rebirth card to me. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Cancer, an Earth sign. You know, you are very stoic in what you're giving right now. So focus on upgrading your expression, and they want you to move past the conflicts that are kind of plaguing you right now and find this Nine of Cups in, you know, space again. Okay, our signs, that's all for now. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. It really means the world to me. All right, we're going to move on to Earth signs. 23, 35. Hi, Earth signs. I'm going to draw a dragon card and a wild unknown animal card, and then talk about those as I draw the individual sign cards. Oh, well, I did shuffle. Air signs got those too. Got that same card. So all three elements have gotten a dark blue card today. So this must be, and that's interesting because the air signs got the fox. So they're saying maybe you are not being, you're being a little innocent to your own majesty, like not really being bold and acknowledging your power and wisdom, and that it may be more time to develop your spiritual protection and your ability to talk about it with people, to be open and honest and upfront about it. Because they're giving me like a quiet, like Silence of the Lambs. They're giving me like a sheepish feeling about wanting to come forward about your spiritual gifts and about your own personal power. All right. Taurus. Well, look at this. I keep doing this. I'm only drawing one of this card, but I want to. Gosh, I think you had that yesterday. I'm not sure though. Okay. Well, we have a matched pair and another queen. So, possible third-party situation. I think you may be going to tell them or have told them that you just don't really appreciate this juggling that they're doing. And I think they've come to recognize that you are their counterpart. Even, and they're in the process of understanding what that means to them. I think your desire to be recognized as the counterpart is going to cause this death and rebirth for you and have you quietly step even more into your power. I do get the sense of balancing masculine and feminine energy here, but I don't think you're going to mince words when, you know, they acknowledge that you're the Queen of Wands and you are the King and Queen of Wands are looking away from each other, and this Queen of Swords is basically blocking your communication. So they're doing it in a secretive way, but you may have a confrontation if, you know, you're pushed into it. Just be aware of that. They may try to communicate with you, their third party. But just, they're saying, understand that things are changing right now and you're going through this process of death and rebirth. All right. This is Virgo. Hi, Virgo. You may be dealing with a Libra, a Leo, somebody with a lot of earth or water in their chart. Okay, so there's a lot of feminine energy on your side. I do get this expansive emotion and you just kind of wanting to go and be playful and be happy and be not so serious and just work on, you know, pay attention to work. Pay attention to your self. They are trying to learn what happened and understand the situation that they got themselves into, why it kind of went the way that it did. And I get the sense of unfairness, even though justice is in the upright, because they're learning from the past on a spiritual level. We have 2 sevens here. And you have this 8 and this 8. You have a 6 and they have another 7. So they have 3 7s. So very highly spiritually guided right now. They are trying to understand their power. You know, this is the card of a man fighting off 6 wands with 1 wand. And they are really holding on to whatever happened in the past and really not letting it go. You know, that elephant for me too is someone who really keeps that memory in their front and center, right? So if somebody hurt them badly, they're going to be really guarded. And I think you're just kind of like, it's too much for me. You're too strong with this guarding, and I'm ready for something. I'm ready to be this feminine, playful energy with this cup here, and you're not giving me anything. So do focus on the strength that comes from your working and expansion in your creativity, which may be your work also, and let them do whatever that they need to do right now. That's what I'm getting. Hi, Capricorn. All right, I think one of the fire signs got that, or maybe Aquarius, I'm not sure. Wow, Capricorn. I do feel like there was some words that you spoke and some power that you tried to be in from a higher perspective, and maybe your person is really conflicted about what to do. They have a double Fool card, one in reverse and one upright. I read oracles only in upright, so it indicates to me that they're trying to make a decision in their mind. I do think it's causing them to be triggered and very conflicted, and they're not saying anything about it. I do think you possibly came forward to them about wanting to undergo this transformation and this. They're showing me forward movement in the relationship. Maybe you talked about the spiritual aspect of this relationship, and it really caused a problem for them because they are deciding about a spiritual matter here. Whereas you wanted something very grounded, very committed, I'm getting. You're seeing things from a higher perspective. I get the sense that they weren't quite ready to welcome this change. And this is causing you unhappiness. So both of these people are going to need to undergo a renewal of understanding that they have spiritual promises that have been made in their higher selves, and that there's an element of destiny here that will begin whether they want it to or not, really. But that ultimately you both have the power to create the life you want, together or separately, and you aren't dependent on anyone else to do that for you. So it's kind of a lesson in learning to let go of codependence. And codependence isn't about addictions, it's about the idea that you need someone else to in your life to make things happen. And anyway, All right, water signs, let's go. I'm gonna draw a dragon and a animal card. We could talk about those while I shuffle the other cards for the individual signs. This is the overall energy for water, and what all three elements so far have gotten a dark blue card. And you have the black dragon from Saturn. Brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. So Saturn, I believe, has moved into Aquarius now. And concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself because you have passed a test. So whatever you have been going through, they want to. Okay. It has been very taxing for you to go through the past 2.5 years where Saturn was in Capricorn and really bringing you to a place of feeling alone and developing your psychic gifts. So you've developed the spiritual discipline of understanding yourself and others, and knowing, there's some sort of knowing you've developed about, let me see if I can get it. This wisdom. It's just like knowing that things will be okay. Things will be, the sun will come again, even in times of darkness and hibernation, right? The bear goes into hibernation. The moth really is an animal that comes out at night. So they're saying, you will always find the light even in times of darkness. So believe that when things are bad, you can also bring this hope that you've come to understand about how spirituality can be a light in the darkness to other people. Okay, let's go, Cancer. There was an earth sign that got some of these cards. Okay. Yeah, you definitely may be dealing with someone with earth in their chart. Oh, wow, another bear. Wow, that's crazy. And so you still may feel like sequestering yourself away from people. You have the strength in reverse here. I don't know. It feels like you've been working really hard and you don't have anything, you don't feel anything to show for it. Some past life memories are being brought up to the surface. Your person doesn't feel happy and doesn't feel like their home life is good. They feel like the divine's really kind of not delivered on their promises. That's what that feels like to me. And that they're kind of second guessing everything. And you really want to be devoted. You both want to be devoted to each other. But neither of you are feeling really happy. I get the sense you're feeling weak and you need to rest. You need to replenish your spirit. And so allow these deep feelings to come up in you, to have an expression and to learn from them as you continue on through your work and your discipline. All right, Cancer, I hope that helps. It's a little bit of a weird message, but just know your person's really feeling what you're feeling, and there's a lot of really deep emotions in there. So be patient with yourself. All right. Hello, Scorpio. Oh, man. All right. Well, Scorpio, you're really looking at the truth of this situation. And to be honest, I feel like you and your person are both really admiring each other. You want fairness and balance, and you feel like you've been fighting this huge fight. Your person is carrying, you may be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus, but I think Libra also got like 2 of these cards. Your person is learning about being in a very abundant state of mind. You are really searching for the truth. And I think you're guarding your heart in terms of your conflict. I think your person's learning to kind of stand on their own, and you may be too. But you're both really feeling it. You're both really feeling the burden of, they're saying upgrading into a higher version of yourself. These 2 cards are very high level cards, the Koi and the Dragonfly. They, in a lot of ways, are archetypes of the masculine and feminine energies. You're looking at things from a higher perspective while they are immersed in their emotions. And I do get the sense that there's also fire. So if you're dealing with an air sign, which is indicated here, you may be trying to put yourself in each other's shoes, because they look like they're trying to put themselves in water and you're trying to put yourself in air. You're coming to a place of elevation where they're trying to really sink into the aspects of themselves that are very grounded, and not just do the talk, but actually walk the walk and carry the burden of doing the flourishing. So just know you're both working on your maturity, and there is a lot of beauty here that may just not be revealed yet. And keep with your disciplines. There's a discipline indicated here where things will really come to light. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Double moth on your person's side. That's amazing. And you've got the owl. Hi, Pisces. Wow, that's insane. The moth is such a highly psychic animal. All right, so you don't know how to reach this 10 of Pentacles, but are moving forward anyway. You want to provide both in a spiritual and a practical way. The ship hasn't come in yet, and your person thinks you're the one. They were trying to decide, but now they know. They know like they know like they know. Like, there is 3 cards of highly psychic intuition on your person's side. And they are fairly sure that they want to have a peaceful exchange with you. They don't want conflict. They want to be able, like, I do see over here a magician energy, because you have the cups, the wands, the pentacles, and then the air. And so even though you're kind of looking away from each other, I do get maybe separation. There is a knowing, and on your part, there is a real desire and ability to see beyond just the physical. So olive green is always about abundance in terms of like a family business, money that comes from working, but also history and legacy, possibly inheritance. So I hope that helps you. That seems like a specific reading, but I really appreciate you being here. If you want to find me to work more with me, my links are below. Thanks, bye.